Hello everybody out there and welcome back to another bonus episode of Let's Talk No Politics. Okay, and today once again, I know it's a long journey, but I am continuing my journey of going down ING's top 100 NES games, and today I'm doing 30 through 21, so sit back and enjoy. Coming in at number 30 is Mega Man developer Capcom, released in 1987. Mega Man is one of the first Nintendo games that I gotta say my brother and I ever really owned. Dad, went over to my father's house and he's like, hey, I got a new game for you guys. It's called Mega Man. Looking at the box art, we're like, what is this? Then again, we were already accustomed to 3D World Runner. So we put in Mega Man and we're like, oh, this is kind of cool. Popped it in, played it, and we were like, oh my goodness, is this our game? I was just a small child at the time, so of course I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I getting myself into? But it is definitely a classic, and I'm glad that the original Mega Man finally made it on this list. With all the other ones on here, because this is the one that's nearest and dearest to my heart. If I could ever make this jump here. But I mean, it's Mega Man. It's probably, it's got, Nintendo's had so many great franchises, but this has got to be one of the top ones. And to say you don't like Mega Man is a little, or not even say if you don't like Mega Man that you don't kind of appreciate Mega Man in its way. It's kind of crazy to me. And that's Mega Man, coming in at number 30, developer Capcom, released in 1987. Coming in at number 29 is Adventure Island 2, developer Hudson Soft, released in 1991. Did not get into the Adventure Island series at all. I think later on I played, just recently though, Adventure Island, what is that? 1. So, yeah, it seemed like a cool game. I mean, so you cannot jump. So, figure going by Nintendo rules, you can just, you could just jump on enemy. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, don't you get like a skate? I remember in the first one when I was playing it, you get like a skateboard and stuff. This doesn't seem too bad for. Oh, there we are. There's a skateboard. Oh, I lost it. So how do you just gotta jump over the enemies? Seems like a cool game, not gonna lie. The first one's pretty good. It's your typical side-scrolling, looks like almost platformer-ish. Oh, lost the little tomahawk. Definitely a cool game. Go back. Aw. Oh, the snake jump. But that's, I mean, I don't know what to say. I didn't rent this. I didn't own this as a kid. Recently, it does seem cool. It does seem like a game that I would definitely go back to, do a Let's Play on. But that's it. And that is it Adventure, coming in at number 29, Adventure Island 2, developer Hudson Soft, released in 1991. Coming in at number 28 is Baseball Stars, developer S&K, released in 1989. Unfortunately, my copy of Baseball Stars for some reason does not work. I can get to the game, but nothing happens. I don't have much to say about this game. Did not rent it, did not own it. I thought maybe it was a certain other game that my friend had, but it's not. But from what I could see from gameplay, watching on YouTube and stuff, it seems like a pretty good baseball game. Looks almost like RBI. But that is Baseball Stars, coming in at number 28, developer S&K, released in 1989. Coming in at number 27 is Kirbys Adventure, developer Nintendo, released in 1993. Talking about, there's been a couple, where I'm like, this is end of the life Nintendo NES life right here. End of the line, and this game is definitely it. I think by the time this came out, most people were Super Nintendo or anything of that nature. So I definitely did not rent this, did not own it. By this time, I'm like, I am Super Nintendo bound. And then one day my son, who really loves Smash Brothers, was like, hey, if you ever play Kirby, I'm like, why would I want to play Kirby? That little pink, blob type thing. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I don't want to play this. And then I sat down and I played it, and I was like, this is a really good game. I mean, they understood they understood everything about, what the Nintendo could do pretty much at this point. It's well thought of. It's perfect for a kid, if you're introducing them to the game. This is kind of like a nice version, a nice kind of playful version of Mario Brothers, or Super Mario Brothers in a way. And this is definitely a game that I enjoy. I have enjoyed many times, and I still pick up and play, just when I want something kind of fun to play without all the wackiness. So Kirby, coming in at number 27, or Kirby's Adventure, coming in at number 27. Developer Nintendo, released in 1993. Coming in at number 26 is Metal Gear, developer Ultra, released in 1988. This is a game that I did not rent, did not own, didn't know anybody else that had this, and I do remember seeing this like on Blockbuster shelves, but it didn't seem to be anything I wanted to play. I don't know why. The cover looks pretty decent. He's getting sleepy, and he fell asleep. So can I go behind him? Nope. Can't go behind the Jeep. That's kind of... Uh-oh. Took... I don't know. It seems like... because I played Metal Gear Solid, this game seems absolutely horrible, and you're probably thinking, okay, well, this is a Nintendo game. And I'm like, yeah... But, I mean, Metal Gear Solid was so good. This just seems so bad. I do like the trans receiver. Kind of gives you a little bit of a vibe from Metal Gear Solid, but, I mean, other than that, this is not... what I expected. But nonetheless, on number 26 is Metal Gear, almost a Metal Gear Solid, developer Ultra, released in 1988. Coming in at number 25 is Castlevania II, Simon's Quest, developer Konami, released in 1988. Did not rent this, did not own this. I think the first time I really got to even know this game was AVGN. If that makes any sense to you, the way that he badmouthed it. So I thought it was kind of funny that this made the list. Buy a White Crystal? No. This was one of the ones where he was like, this is one of the worst games ever. Maybe it was a different type of, I don't know, game mechanic or so, but the music's good. From what I understand it, not even just playing it, it's a lot like Legend of Zelda II. They switched up the gameplay from what made the first one so great, and maybe that kind of set a lot of people off. But let's see if we can't play enough to get it to the nighttime chain sequence. I played the original Castlevania. The original Castlevania is top notch. Good stuff. I like that one. Super Castlevania is really good too. Might have to do a... Oh! Yeah! I'm dead. Oh! What a horrible night to have a curse. Yeah, see, that would have been weird if... Oh, now they can shoot fireballs? And it takes 2 hits. So, not more than 2 hits. Not too bad. I think this is a game that I definitely got to go through a little bit more to fully appreciate it, but it comes in at number 25, Castlevania II, Simon's Quest, developer Konami, released in 1988. Coming in at number 24 is Blades of Steel, developer... I had to wait for that. Developer Konami, released in 1988. So, a lot of Konami, a lot of 1988 in this section. And if you think about it, it was the height of, the NES. Blades of Steel, first NES hockey game that I ever played. Probably, other than when I played ice hockey, the only NES hockey game that I ever played. It's definitely fun. I mean, I enjoy it to this day. It's something great to look back on. Played it a lot as a kid. Wasn't a big hockey fan as a kid, so this was a little bit different, and I'm so happy that I got to fight there a little bit. But the way that you could fight, I think you played Gradius. It was either Gradius or one of the games. Oh, during one of the intermissions. It was a fun, easy to play hockey game. And kind of introduced me to hockey in every way. So Blades of Steel was definitely one of those games when I started collecting NES games. I was like, I'm going after Blades of Steel, even though most sports titles aren't very, well thought of. So, oop, almost got the shot there. But it comes in at number 24, developer Konami, released in 1988. Coming in at number 23 is Bobble, developer Taito, released in 1988. I do believe we rented this. It's definitely an interesting game. I don't know what to say more other than it's Bobble. You know, shoot the bubble, get the enemy trapped. Oh, died. Eat some fruit. I do like how there's really no cutscenes. It's just you or, you know, your partner, and then you just kind of, it's like, okay, you cleared it. There you go. And you go down, and it gets a little bit harder each time. But it's Bobble. It's definitely, I would have to say, an NES classic. A lot of fun to play, especially if you're playing 2-player. It's a nice little, I don't know, cutesy game, but it's a good game. And it comes in at number 23, developer Taito, released in 1988. Coming in at number 22 is Blaster Master. Developer Sunsoft, released in 1988. A lot of B's in this section, and a lot of 1988s. This is a game I did not rent, did not own, did not know anybody that even had this game. But, you know, this is one of those ones where I saw on YouTube, and I was like, and somebody explained it, kind of like Legendary Wings, explained the premise to me, and I was like, or not to me, but explained the premise, and I was like, this is a game that I definitely got to find, and I got to play. Because it is two different type of playing styles, you know, this tank, and then at one point, did I just die? Yeah. The tank, and then you can get out of the tank and explore different, you know, dungeons and things of that nature. So, oh yeah, you can't be down. So it's definitely interesting in that way. I don't know if I'll get to that point, but the fact that you can do that and then you hop back in to your tank is pretty awesome for what I think this time period. Nice NES slowdown there. But I like it how you don't it's so slow. Alright. But that's Blaster Master, coming in at number 22, developer Sunsoft, released in 1988. Coming in at number 21 is Zelda II, The Adventures of Link, developer Nintendo, released in 1988. Game I did not rent, did not own, knew people that had it. And it was always cool for that, to watch people play it. I remember the first time seeing this being played, and I was so enamored by the original Zelda that I was like, wow, this is the sequel. This is going to be it. And I know the sequels for a lot of Nintendo franchises were different than what the originals were. I know Super Mario Bros. 2 had a different circumstance with the whole Okie Dokie Panic thing, but I mean, this is still an open world game. It's just how it does it here, where, this is... Oop. You run into an enemy, kind of more of a turn-based RPG type style. Like I said, I'm not very good at this, and that's how you pretty much fight an enemy, go around for the dungeon. I don't believe even Ganon's in this, but it just was so different that I think I was just very turned off by it. Do I go back to it and play it maybe every once in a while? Yeah, but oh, I forgot you need like a certain light or something. And I died there. But I'd rather play the original Zelda. But I could see why it's on this list at number 21, Zelda II, The Adventure of Link. Developer, Nintendo, released in 1988. So that concludes this portion of me taking a look at ING's top 100 NES games of all time. This was numbers 30 through 21. So next week is going to be pretty awesome because that's top 20. Then we got the following week, the top 10. It's getting there. It's almost done. I found some pretty exciting games so far along the way and everything else. But just to give a recap of, like I said, 30 through 21, what we have here. Starting at number 30 is Mega Man. Developer, Capcom, released in 1987. 29 is Adventure Island 2. Developer, Hudson Soft, released in 1991. Coming in at number 28 is Baseball Stars. Developer, SNK, released in 1989. 27 is Kirbys Adventure, developer Nintendo, released in 1993. Number 26 is Metal Gear, released in 1988, developer Ultra Games. Number 25, Simon's Quest, Castlevania II, developer Konami, released in 1988. Coming in at 24 is Blades of Steel, developer Konami, released in 1988. Coming in at number 23 is Bobble, developer Taito, released in 1988. Coming in at number 22 is Blaster Master, developer Sunsoft, released in 1988. And number 21, Zelda II, The Adventure of Link, developer Nintendo, released in 1988. And I'd like to thank everybody that has listened, has watched for all of these so far. Like I said, we are approaching the end. And remember to catch new episodes of Let's Talk, but No Politics Okay, every Sunday on the bicbp Radio Network, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, I believe Google Podcasts as well. Bonus episodes every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern on the Helium Radio Network. Go check out the Let's Talk with No Politics Okay YouTube channel for great Let's Play, videos like this, and also the new series with the collab with the guys over at Retro Bliss called Did We Need This? And with that being said, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.